Whoa. Right out the gate, Ramsay is comparing his situation to being treated like a rapist or pedophile. That's a nuclear-level outburst, and he's in felony court. Let that sink in. Court hasn't even begun grilling him, and he's already melting down emotionally and publicly. Think that'll fly with the judge?
And what you said is I'm literally cast aside and blacklisted on the same level as effing rapists, pedophiles, and effing real felons. You're in felony court. Sometimes people think that, oh, I'm not like other people who are charged with crime. And then you say, I hope a prison convict breaks out, rampage rapes all the aforementioned, and give them AIDS.
What happens when a defendant blows up at probation and puts it in writing? Ramsay Ibrahim was on deferred probation for theft of service, but after an explosive email to the court and repeated defiance, Judge Boyd had to make a decision. He pleads true to the violation, tries to explain his mental health, and begs for one more chance. But the judge reads every word of his email back to him, and the fallout is in
VO. So here's the legal situation. Ramsay was on deferred adjudication, meaning the court hit pause on a guilty verdict to give him a chance to prove himself. Now with a blown-up email and violation of probation rules, he's back, and this time it's serious. Can he talk his way out of this? Or is jail inevitable?
intense. Let's get into it.
Are you the same Ramsay Ibrahim who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 3624 for the offense of theft of service $2,500 to $30,000 on December 3rd, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, state.
On or about the 10th day of February 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ramsay Ibrahim, did then and there fail to conduct himself in a proper and orderly manner when reporting to the supervision officer at the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department in violation of Provision Number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's unfortunately true.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
It's true.
True? All right.
State waives the remaining violation allegations, Judge.
No objections.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Judge.
State, what are you requesting?
Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment 2 years in confinement in the state jail facility.
And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting my client be given another opportunity and allowed to continue his probation. My client would like to address the court.
All right. And you say your client would?
He would like to address the court.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony? All right. If you all could whisper in the box, please. Just whisper. All right. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. You're whispering.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ramsay Ibrahim.
All right. Defense.
Ramsay?
So after the incident happened, I came to court and I was found, guilty of that.
You pled no contest.
Pled no
and you
contest.
were placed on probation.
Well, after that incident, I lost my job, and then I've been seeing a therapist, a psychiatrist. Before all of this, I've had pretty severe depression and anxiety.
VO. This is where things get more complex. Ramsay brings up job loss, depression, therapy, valid and humanizing elements. But here's the challenge. Courts don't just weigh emotions, they weigh patterns. Can remorse outweigh repeated defiance? And is mental health being used as context or as a crutch?
Anxiety.
Judge, may I talk to my client for just a moment?
Is there any mental health issues or anything of that nature?
Yeah.
All right. Probation. I'm going to order the theft course.
There's no justifying the attitude that I had through the things that I said.
All right. So what happened?
I lashed out
How?
by just not. I used a lot of. I was cursing, but not the officer at the situation. I was just
Any
venting.
objections to the court review of the court summary?
If my client could be allowed to apologize before the court reviews the court summary.
No, I want to review the court summary because then I can have
Yeah.
more information about what's going on because he's not telling me everything.
I wrote an email one night. I wrote an email.
No. Any objections to the court review and the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
No.
I approached Judge, and
Yes.
you don't already have a copy.
It's sent by email, and what I will tell attorneys, I receive emails from Officer Abrams of TAP evaluations, the PSIs, but I don't read them or open them until I ask both parties if they have any objections to my reviewing it, because I know it's hearsay. So since defense counsel doesn't have any objections, I am going to open the court summary and let me read it, and then I'll let you continue. All right.
If my client could be allowed to continue.
Yes.
First and foremost, I apologize so much, so sincerely for the outrageous stuff that I said. I was in a really low spot, and
But according to the court summary, and let me explain something to everybody. I understand that people have, sometimes they're angry at their situation. Sometimes they don't want to accept responsibility for their situation. I understand that, right? So, but according to the court summary, they're saying that this isn't the first time that they've had an issue with you.
and that's basically the only notable time that we're.
Well, no, not only notable time. I'm just telling you what they say. This is what it says. It says, this is not an isolated incident. He has consistently exhibited defiant.
VO, hold up. This isn't a one-off meltdown. According to probation officers, Ramsay's behavior has been consistently defiant. So here's a question. Should the court focus on giving him another chance or protecting the system from repeated disrespect? What would you decide if you were the judge?
Towards his probation officer and field officers, refusing to comply with basic probation requirements and making it clear that he has no intention of changing his behavior. So that's before the letter. That's what that seems to imply to me, that this isn't the first time. So they have the letter, and they're saying that when field visits are conducted, it's the same, similar things.
Okay. So like again, I'm very, very sorry, and this won't happen again. But as far as the field visits were concerned, I was thrown into agitation when the officer came in.
No,
Hold on.
it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening.
I understand, Judge. What my client is saying is that before this motion to revoke was filed, before he came and talked to me, I don't think he really had a full understanding of what he was looking at and what the court may end up doing today. After I talked to him, and after I really informed him of what he was looking at, and what the court might do, and after hearing Mr. Edelman say what they're requesting, I think you can see my client's attitude has shifted. I want, what Ramsay was talking about, Judge, is he had a bad attitude. He just pled true to a condition that I've kind of never seen on an MCR before, of just not fail to report, not the rest of it, but fail to conduct himself in a properly and orderly manner. He's pled true to that. He's accepted responsibility for that, and he has promised that he's going to make a change. I think that since I have had the opportunity to talk to him about realistically what he's looking at, should he not, in the rest of his 3 years of probation, and the conviction, and the 2 years day for day, that his attitude has shifted in a remarkable way. He is willing to apologize to each one of those officers if he's offended, apologize to the court, apologize to the prosecutor if need be. I just want to make sure that the court understands and sees his change in attitude. That's why we're here, is his attitude is poor. Was poor.
I sincerely mean my apology.
All right, so my question is, I'm back to my question. So it's stated in the court summary, this is not an isolated.
VO, let's decode what the judge just laid out. Ramsay had a relatively light probation, no restitution, basic check-ins, a few field visits. This wasn't draconian. Yet he couldn't stick to it. The judge is hinting, I gave you a break and you blew it. This might be Ramsay's final pitch and time is running out.
Incident. So when they say it's not an isolated incident, I'm taking that to mean the email that you sent, right? So let's not even talk about the email. So they're saying you have consistently exhibited defiance towards his probation officer and field officers. And the field officers are the people that go out to see you, because I require that their field visits. And actually your probation, I don't do cookie cutter probations. Your attorney will tell you that.
That's true.
Your probation that I gave to you, in the big scheme of things, the conditions that I've given people, it wasn't that much. You didn't even have restitution to pay because I guess people received their items.
Sure.
But you were only 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, field visits one time for 3 months, and 200 hours of community service restitution in the theft course. That's all.
Just a second.
Yes.
Sorry, Judge. What my client is concerned about is that yesterday he made a payment to pay off his community service hours.
Okay. Oh no, that's fine.
Again, that's what he's trying to say. And you're looking for a job.
And the restitution.
You paid the restitution in full before the plea judge.
Yes.
That was part of this. As plea bargain, we did pay the restitution up front. That's why it's not a probation condition. So, and again, in this past week, I want to make sure I got it. He has registered for the theft class. He has paid his community service hours off in full. He has reported here today. He has apologized for his behavior. I think that in the past week since this MTR was issued,